Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Quiz and Storyline. Today, we will discuss the story of a boy named Manuel, who, due to his parents' divorce, has to live with his relatives. Manuel arrives at his uncle Juan's house in another city in Spain for 3 months. However, he has to wait quite a while at the station. This is the first time Manuel is meeting his relatives, and being away from home is necessary because his parents are getting a divorce. When Manuel reaches Juan's house, he discovers that he has 3 uncles who are quite extravagant. They all live in the same building, but Manuel will have to spend the 3 months in separate homes. Initially, he stays with Juan, and the next day, Juan takes him to his shop, where only women work. Manuel sees his uncle flirting with the women. There, Juan's daughter, Fonsanta, arrives, and Manuel is immediately attracted to her. Manuel enjoys spending time with Juan and Fonsanta, and one day, Juan takes them out of the city, where he teaches them painting in a tranquil setting. Juan introduces Manuel to the beauty of nature and tries to teach him how to translate natural scenery into paintings. Shortly after, a strange man arrives, causing Manuel and Fonsanta to become anxious. The man claims to be a deity, and when Manuel offers him an apple, his bizarre behavior does not stop. He says he can disappear and then performs more peculiar actions before leaving. The next day, we see Fonsanta learning to dance from her mother while Manuel is receiving information about art from Juan. Thanks to Juan, Manuel begins to understand the beauty of art and craftsmanship. However, during this time, he becomes increasingly focused on Fonsanta. Manuel gradually starts to like Fonsanta more, and she also notices his affection because she begins to like him as well. Consequently, they spend most of their time together. Fonsanta senses that Manuel is unhappy, so to cheer him up, she offers him her lollipop and says, "I can never be separated from you." On that day, Fonsanta reveals a secret to Manuel, which astonishes him. She tells him that their uncle Farland has actually gone somewhere, and no one knows about it. After spending 3 months at Juan's house, Manuel starts living with Farland and learns about running his bakery. Farland is also an artist and plays the cello. When Manuel sees Farland playing the cello, he becomes enchanted by the music. Farland explains that becoming a genius requires years of hard work, and any lapse in effort can make music abandon you. Farland's affair with his assistant, Pelin, was known to Manuel. Farland's wife, Address, was also upset because her husband was not paying attention to his work. Farland claimed that working in the bakery did not bring him joy, but only being with Pelin made him happy. One day, Pelin informs Farland that he is getting married and will have to leave him. Manuel and Fonsanta listened to their conversations. When Pelin left, Farland's heart was broken, and he attempted suicide but failed. When Manuel went into Address's room, Address asked him if he thought she was beautiful. Address posed strange questions, which led Manuel to tell her about Farland and Pelin's affair. Address, upon learning about the affair, asked Manuel to promise to keep the secret. Instead of being angry with Farland, Address began to take care of him and tried to comfort him after Farland's death. Manuel was experiencing a new world and found happiness with Fonsanta in this world. One day, they suddenly saw two strangers on the roof. Fonsanta revealed that they were Emilio's daughter Loli and her boyfriend, who had fled with gas. Fonsanta realized something was wrong at home. When they returned home, they discovered that Farland had died. Everyone was distressed, but Address was the most upset. She explained that Farland had suddenly fallen to the ground and died at that moment. Juan and his older brother Hamil had seen Farland collapse on the ground and assumed he had a heart attack. Emilio had managed to save him at the right time. After that day, Manuel started living at Emilio's house, where Emilio's sister Margarita began teaching him. However, Manuel continued to annoy her and Emilio's wife, Lola. One day, Manuel received a call from his father, Antonio, and found out that he now lived in Italy. Manuel told his father that Margarita was constantly watching him, which made him uncomfortable, and he wanted to return home. Manuel informed Fonsanta that his father would soon come to pick him up, which made Fonsanta angry. Manuel and Fonsanta wanted to marry each other, but they knew that cousins could not marry each other. There was a room in Emilio's house that no one was allowed to enter, but Manuel went into the room and discovered that it was actually Emilio's clinic. Emilio was pleased to see him in the clinic and, like his other brothers, began to tell Manuel about his work. Emilio was an eye doctor who started showing Manuel the hidden beauty in the eyes. After a while, Margarita began keeping an eye on the children and started scolding them because she had forbidden them from entering the room. Margarita told Emilio that she was insisting on talking to Manuel's grandfather Antonio because she believed Manuel was Antonio. Margarita said she could no longer handle them because they talked about death all day long. Emilio knew that Margarita would find peace by talking to Manuel's father, so he sent Manuel to his father. Manuel's grandfather said that the world was coming to an end and that they should see the world before it ended. Except for Fonsanta, no one understood Manuel's grandfather's words. Then he said that there were many secrets in the house, and those secrets embarrassed the family. He was about to reveal his secrets but forgot what he was going to say. When he remembered, he said that he had been part of the World War and had beaten a man badly and buried him inside the house. After revealing the secret, he said he needed to go to a place where he could breathe peacefully, and saying this, he went to sleep. After a while, Manuel saw that Loli was painting her face and wondered why Loli was doing this to look beautiful. When Manuel asked about her boyfriend and the graffiti, Loli became angry. Loli left, trying to hide the details about her boyfriend and the graffiti, but she didn't know that Manuel already knew her boyfriend was a fool. Meanwhile, Manuel saw Margarita talking strangely and asked her if she was telling everyone she was talking to God. Emilio became angry upon hearing this and tried to hide her madness, but Manuel enjoyed listening to her. That day, Emilio told Loli that she needed to stay away from her boyfriend. When Loli argued with Emilio, Emilio lost his composure. Seeing Emilio in that state, Manuel was terrified, but Loli explained that her father occasionally acted strangely. Manuel began to become part of this strange family's madness. However, this madness was normal for these people. They all began to act as if nothing had happened. Suddenly, Emilio's father started reciting a poem about loneliness. This poem was written for Manuel's father, Antonio. he mentioned that they had been waiting for his arrival. Due to Alzheimer's disease, they had begun to forget everything and had lost their way home, which is why they had come to sit in this park. Fons and Ta said she knew her grandfather loved birds, so she was certain she would find them here. At that moment, Manuel's grandfather expressed his desire to see the sea, as he believed he would find peace there, and began talking about death again. However, Emilio said that as long as he was alive, he would not let anyone harm his father. Emilio promised to take them to the sea, and hearing this, they were very pleased. On the way home, Emilio's father told another story, and as they listened, they all arrived home. That afternoon, their wish to see the sea was fulfilled. Manuel went to the beach with his entire family, and for the first time, the family members were very happy. Seeing them all, Fonsanta's grandfather felt at peace. His long-desired peace was achieved, and as soon as his final wish was fulfilled, Manuel's grandfather passed away. Like the entire family, Manuel was also saddened by his grandfather's death, but at that time, Manuel's parents arrived for the last rites. Manuel then realized that after his parents' arrival, his relationship with Fons and Ta would come to an end forever. That was the last day they saw each other because, after the final rites, Manuel returned home with his parents. I request you to help us reach 10,000 subscribers on our channel soon. We hope you all liked this video and that you will like it. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for your loving comments. See you in the next video.